Hey everybody, we just made lemonade out of fresh squeezed lemons, and now we're going to make a all-natural cleaner. The stove, I use it on the counters, I use it to clean the bathrooms, it works on like everything. Don't use it on marble, limestone, or granite because it can take off the finish. But let's get to it. Now this is just an old pickle container that I've used. I keep all my glass containers, any jar really, because there's always some purpose that you can use for it instead of just throwing it away. We're going to fill it up with all of our lemon peels to make a cleaner out of it. That way we're not just throwing these away. Now the kids are going to attempt to cut these into small pieces.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So we want to cut them into super small. You're going to cut them about this small, about ½ inch to 1 inch. And you can keep the pulp on, it doesn't matter, it just adds a little more juice to it. Good job. You can use any citrus. You could use grapefruit, you could use lime, you could use lemon, whatever smell you prefer. They all have antibacterial properties, which clean. They kill bacteria. And I'm going to add vinegar to this also, and vinegar is another really good cleaner. There's no chemicals in this, it's all natural. So I know, like bleach, I can't stand bleach. It gives me a headache. It's horrible for your lungs and it makes you cough. It burns your eyes. Like this does not. Yes, it has a strong vinegary smell unless you let it sit for a really long time and get that lemon in it. You want to let it sit for about 2 to 4 weeks or maybe even a month. Good job, Bob. You were such a good cutter.
Yeah, I know that.
You do? Good.
I did it!
Good job.
See?
But with
Good
anything
job.
that you make that's natural, make sure that you test a small area to make sure it doesn't interfere with anything. I use it on these counters. I've used it on the floor with no problem.
Mama.
Yes. I also make a pine saw with real pine, and I'll put the video up here somewhere, but it smells really good. It smells like pine. You can use it on your floors, and it really does a good job at cutting the grease and the grime from your floors in the kitchen at least. Good job! Now if you don't have enough lemon peels, you can put this in the refrigerator and wait until you have enough lemon peels. Now we have all of our lemon peels into our nice jar. At this point, if you want to kick up the lemon smell a little bit, you can get a lemon essential oil. This is the brand that I love. Radha, R-A-D-H-A. And I'm going to add quite a few drops in here. It kind of kills that vinegar smell and it adds more cleaning properties to it. And then I'm going to take just regular distilled white vinegar and I'm going to cover this all the way to the top. You want to make sure your lemon peels are all the way covered. Now I have a jelly jar in here that I'm going to put inside of this to keep all those lemon peels down. You don't want them to be above the vinegar because they can like mold and get dried out or whatever, but you want to make sure it's all submerged. And now all we're going to do is put a lid on this. I'm going to put the date and then back with you in a month when it's done. It has officially been over a month since I first made this. I started it on August 17th, 2024. Today is September 20th. So, it has definitely been nice and marinated. It has definitely sat long enough. It really smells lemony this time. I'm trying to get rid of that super strong vinegary smell. I want it to be more lemony. So at this point, I'm going to take out my little dish. And I ran out of cheesecloth, so I just have an old clean dish towel. I'm just going to pour all of the liquids in here, and this dish towel is going to serve as like a strainer to hold all of the peels in. And there it is. Now I'm going to take all the peels and I'm going to squeeze all the juice out that I can with it. Definitely smells more lemony this time. Plus I put quite a bit of lemon essential oil in it, but it smells so good. Now, like cleaner made with chemicals, you cannot just squeeze this out without it burning your hands. This is just lemons and vinegar. That's it, and it cleans beautifully. I use it all over my counters all the time. Once you get all this juice poured out, now you can pour it into like another mason jar and save it if you don't need it right away. Or you can pour it right into your spray bottle if you want to use it right away. It's almost out. I'm going to pour it right into my spray bottle. And then I'm going to start another batch. Just repeat the process. So this time, since it is a pretty thick syrup, I'm going to do about halfway and then dilute it the rest of the way. Since I let it sit for a pretty long time, the longer it sits, the more concentrated it gets. So the rest of this that I didn't put in my bottle, so this is just an old salsa bottle that I washed out. Keep your jars. Like, you don't have to buy mason jars unless you're canning, but like just to store things in, keep all of your pasta jars or your salsa jars. So now this is ready to go. All I have to do is dilute it or use it as it is. And I'm just gonna store that in my cabinet next to my cleaner. So here is my new cleaner. So I just spray my counter just like normal. Take a wet paper towel and I just wipe it off. And the vinegar and the lemon, clean it just like any other chemical. But it's all natural and it doesn't burn your skin. It doesn't burn your nose and your lungs. It's all natural. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.